go, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna do it without you. But every time I look, everywhere I look, there's no you. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna do it without you. But every time I look, everywhere I look, there's no you. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna do it without you. Everywhere I look, every time I look, there's no you. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna do it without you. Every time I look, everywhere I look, there's no you.
Welcome to the end. Presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
Yeah, they were swept in this matchup last season, running against expectations.
Well, what you will expect is that they will have added motivation for this game. They want to prove that they should be the favorite to win against any team they face. The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent. Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
The three from Bane. Nails it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Harden into the lane. And then Harden with the jam.
And Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
All-Star break just around the corner. Grant, you were a 7-time All-Star. How special is that first one for these guys?
That first one is incredible. You're overwhelmed by the moment. You can totally get blown away that first one, but it's definitely a moment you'll never forget.
And Harden with the slam.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Here's Morant. It doesn't go for him. Oh, good D by Edwards. On the wing, Harden. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 6.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Morant, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Now here's Irving. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Morant.
Out of bounds.
And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Memphis keeps possession.
LaMarcus.
Who poked away.
DeAndre Bembry.
Right wing. Back to Irving. Here's Harden. Grizzlies with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything joined against you. Very frustrating.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Irving for 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Outside for Morant. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. Back to Jackson. Pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Morant, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
The shot's good.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
For your Nets, Blake Griffin.
Memphis leading. Pass to Morant. From deep. Rebound Brooklyn. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
We've got 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the shot's good by Irving.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Pass to Bane. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Left side Irving. Cash money from 16 feet away. Irving's got 6 points. James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for the Nets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Brooklyn.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Another thing they're having success with tonight is the mid-range jump shot. It's been really falling for them.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Adams in his last outing with 12 points. Jackson left side. Pass to Bain. Up top, Morant. Here he goes. Oh, my.
I mean, just
Bang.
went hard on that one, B.A. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And that one's good. Irving.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player. You know, last year when Irving announced that James Harden was now the team's point guard, that raised some eyebrows, but as usual, there was a method to Irving's madness.
Here's Morant. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Clark, when you talk in depth with Irving, most of his opinions are well thought out.
I agree with you. I mean, he's a bit misunderstood, but he's very thorough and thoughtful and has some interesting things to say. I mean, when he plays the point guard, he says he sees everything that's going on, and I wouldn't argue with him because he's got great vision. When he plays the two, he knows what he's looking for, and that's to put that ball in the bucket, and he does it as well as anybody in the league.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks.
Harden.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Stolen by Mills. He goes up. And it's Harden with the big finish.
And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
James Harden. His first foul.
Harden drawing the double team. And in the league today, we've got some all-time greats playing out on the wing. But who do you think the best wing in the NBA is right now, Grant?
Oh, boy, you're trying to get me in trouble. That's a tough one. I mean, you have LeBron, you have Giannis, you have Kawhi, KD. All of them are elite. All of them are champions. So if I had to choose, I guess I'll go with, I don't know. They're just all great.
Memphis trailing here. Jackson, right side. Pass to Morant. Shoots over Harden. They get it back.
Steven Adams.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
John Morant.
Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And Clark, Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, BA. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses, and then get busy putting the work in.
Now here's Harden. He's got 14.
Ferociousness from Harden. looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Here's Anderson. Good D by Aldridge. Now Harden.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Jones. Drills the baseline jumper. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Harden. 16 points for him. The kick out to Edwards. The three. Konchar pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Harden. It's deflected. Here's Jones. Softly drops in the floater. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Harden. Here's Claxton. Back to Harden. And another shot. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Harden's got 18 points.
And, you know, this team expects Harden to dominate like this. It's amazing how easy he makes it look.
Right side Jones. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Irving. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Knocks it loose. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Right side, Irving. From down in the low post, it goes. And now a 5-point Nets lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
First team foul.
So the Nets making a switch here.
Into the lineup for your Nets.
Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team, have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
Here's Irving. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Konchar can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Here's Irving. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And they're pushing it up. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Konchar can't hit.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
The drive by Irving. And a nice finish on the layup. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And here's the fast break. Pass to Claxton.
Grizzlies foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
First foul. Team second.
And stolen by Williams. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff. 4 on the clock. The kick out to Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitutions for your Nets.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Morant. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Now here's Irving. Griffin outside. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Over Jackson. No good, off the front rim.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And it's good for 2. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Here's Irving. The shot no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
To the paint. Here's Thomas. And the Nets miss again. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so it's Memphis with it. 11-point game. Looking ahead to the next game, playing at Los Angeles. They'll match up against the Clippers.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Harden. Unable to get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. Bane. Brooklyn with the board. Right side Mills. Pass to Aldridge. Outside for Harden. Inside. Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots and does a really good job setting up a shooter.
John Morant.
Shots good by Morant.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Memphis foul.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
His first foul.
Sometimes that's all you can do against Aldridge. Be aggressive, be physical, body him up, even if you have to foul him.
And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see.
Now here's Morant. Blocked! And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here.
Substitutions for your Nets. Nicholas Claxton.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's the rejection. Here's Harden. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Nets foul. DeAndre Bembry. His first foul. Team second.
Here's Jackson. And the call will be against James Harden.
James Harden.
That'll be a second
That's his
foul of the
second
game.
personal. Third team foul.
Here's Jackson. And it's Morant off the throw it down.
Oh, wow.
You want some? Woo! You got some.
He was looking in the basket on that one.
Now here's Harden. And Claxton gets the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Jackson can't get it to go. Right side Harden. Shoots over Morant. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And the dunk by Jackson.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
For your Nets.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Nash was going over with his team. And he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball and take our time and play D, this game is ours.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. Over Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Nets with the lead. Irving with it. Started now by Williams. Good chance here for Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Pass to Claxton. And here's Edwards. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 10.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Harden. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Irving, that's good.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Nets.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
The chess match between these coaches just getting started. They face off 3 times, so we'll see how they both adjust when they meet later in the year against Memphis.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kyrie Irving.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Made our own way, they ain't sure us. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us.